believe it or not, the last time I was there, I actually did zipline, which made me laugh out loud.
I'm going to end this conversation right now.
Fortunately, the interview continued. Yeah, there's a running bit in the movie Half Brothers about the fact that when Americans go to Mexico, they love that country for their ziplining. And it's one of my favorite parts of the film. Thank you so much for clicking on this YouTube interview with the cast and the director of Half Brothers about two very different brothers who are forced on a road trip together. Oh, and by the way, they just found out they were brothers. I didn't know what to expect from the film. I found it very charming, and I hope you enjoy my interviews. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
First of all, I thought the movie was just charming, and I actually saw a resemblance between you two. Did you guys when you first met?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. I mean, the minute he came into the audition room and I saw him, I was like, yeah, he looks like me with red hair. This is perfect.
And when I walked into the audition room, I was like, I look just like him 10 years younger.
That's true. That's true.
Luis, one of my favorite parts, and this is so sad to admit because I've been to Mexico so many times, but believe it or not, the last time I was there, I actually did zipline, which made me laugh out loud.
I'm going to end this conversation right now.
Listen, ziplining is not the thing I would have ever plugged. You're from Mexico. If you were to plaster something about Mexico on billboards for Americans to appreciate, what would it be?
Oh my God, I don't know. Like, first of all, food, you know, like, but real Mexican food, for example. Yeah, the beaches, the museums. But yeah, it's funny because the ziplines are not so popular for us. You know, like that's something we created for tourists. Like there's no Mexicans who are like, yeah, let's go ziplining.
I will admit I was doing it for a junket because I agree with you. I didn't do it on my own, just visiting. There are too many other things to do in that country besides that. Connor, your look, I don't know if you were channeling BJÖRN BORG or everybody from my high school in the 80s. I love that look. Did you have say, did you pull from your closet? Was anything yours in what you were wearing?
Yeah, Luke had a lot to do with my look, but when we were putting together all the outfits and the headbands and the fanny packs, it was his idea to dye my hair and my beard red, which I thought was great. It was like Archie from the comics, and my sister loved Archie. But in terms of the outfits, I had some favorites, and I definitely pushed some of those through, no doubt about it. Yeah.
I feel like the only thing missing was parachute pants. I don't know if did you wear parachute pants at all?
We tested them, but we thought it was too much. I mean, I started to float. Yeah.
You thought that was too much?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I think I have a little more style in real life. Just a little bit, though.
You do. 100%.
Okay, thank you so much. You're so sweet.
I love one of the messages in here about embracing your weirdness. It's okay to be a little bit different. And I know, Connor, your character deals with that. And Luis, I know your soon-to-be stepson deals with that. What would your friends say? And I'll start with you, Luis. What would your friends say is the weirdest thing about you?
I think that I'm an actor, probably. I mean, yeah, I come from this family. For everyone in my family are doctors, and all my friends. I'm from a really, really tiny city in Mexico called Aguascalientes, where everyone is an architect or a doctor. So when I told them I wanted to be an actor, they told me like, "What are you talking about? I mean, you're not blonde and you're not muscly. You're never gonna be able to do that."
Well, you might be muscly. We don't know. You're wearing some kind of leather jacket ensemble. So maybe in the next film you take off a little. I don't know.
I will, 100%.
Okay. And Connor, what would your friends say is the weirdest thing about you?
Kind of similar in a sense that I'm vulnerable, which is strange. You know, I like getting mad at my close friends because none of them I'm the only actor of all my close friends. Right. And, you know, they're all blue collar Midwestern folk who I love. But they always, anytime they're having trouble in a relationship or something, I'm like a therapist. I'm like, just open up. It's okay. It's your fault. And they're like, I'm not going to do that now. This is weird. This is weird. Leave me alone. The actors stick to it. That's it. Vulnerability, strangely enough. So similar to what Luis was saying. Yeah.
I know they're about to wrap me. I want to end. And again, Luis, I'll start with you, and Connor, if you don't mind finishing. This is kind of a road trip movie as well. Luis, the best road trip you've ever been on was what?
Was the Baja. I did Tijuana to Baja, and that was beautiful in Mexico.
I do a lot of road trips, but my favorite one was me and my husky. And the moment was driving through Nevada, middle of the night, there was a full moon up top, and all of a sudden lightning started occurring and silhouettes of canyons on the side of the road started appearing. I had no idea I was even driving between canyons. It was a magical moment.
Luke, good morning.
Good morning.
It's funny, you know, you read the press notes, they give you these press notes to do a little bit of research. And of course, when it gets to you, it talks about the fact that you actually did a deep dive into your father issues. And I thought, you know, if you're gonna put that in the press notes, you got to ask about it. So did this help at all? Anything that you might have had to deal with as it relates to your father?
Yeah, listen, great question. You know, I had to do a deep dive. I didn't want to, but you know, I had to do a deep dive into my relationship with my father and my stepfather, my parents' divorce, my divorce. So, you know, I had to go real deep into these things to tap into, you know, to when we were really developing the script and writing the script and working with Luis, you know, we wanted the truth. We wanted the honest truth. And so, you know, unfortunately and fortunately, it takes some real diving into who I am and what I've been through and my relationship with my father. No, it's helped. It has definitely helped. It has definitely helped for sure.
And it's beautifully done. And I love one of the messages as it relates to Asher and even Luis's soon-to-be stepson about being weird and why it's okay to be weird and you can embrace your weird. What would your friends say is the weirdest thing about you?
I think the easier question is what is not weird about me. I think they'd say everything's weird about me. I have this weird trait of I can't be embarrassed, and so I do a lot of messed up things in public and very inappropriate humor. So I think that's for sure. At least my mom will tell you that I'm freaking really weird when it comes to talking to strangers and being out in the being out in the world, I guess.
I was telling Luis what I laughed out loud so often, and I don't know why it hit me. Maybe it was timing. The whole ziplining thing in Mexico. And I told Luis the last time I went to Mexico, I actually did zipline, but it was part of a junket. But when did whose idea was the zipline thing? Because I just thought that was hilarious.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, that's one of my favorite parts in the movie. So thank you so much. You know, my producing partner, Jason Benoit, and I, you know, when we were working and developing the script, we just kept thinking about what would bother Luis, you know what I mean, in regards to, you know, and these people who go to Cabo and Cancun. And so, you know, it's nothing about the history of Mexico or the people or the culture. It's like, there's some awesome ziplining in Cabo. Have you done that? You know, so I'm really glad you like that because we were always laughing when we were like working on the script at that part.
Just genius. I know they're about to wrap me, but two quick things. One, thank you for all the 80s. I don't know how old you are, but everything Asher had on was like a nod to everybody in my high school. But the real question is, what's the best road trip you've been on? Because this is kind of a nice buddy road trip also. And for you, what's
big time? I've been lucky. I've driven across America twice. I'm from Connecticut, so I drove out to Los Angeles to check out film schools back in the day. And then with my high school girlfriend, right after college, I moved her out from Connecticut to LA. So I love Route 66. Yep. I love, you know, I went from Connecticut down the coast to Charleston to Atlanta and then straight across the South and the West.
God, good for you. And I know a lot of people have been doing road trips in this crazy pandemic for sure. So thank you for this movie. I can't wait for everybody to see it. And congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Take care. I'm glad you and your family issues are getting resolved. 4 minutes is not enough time to go there, but we tried.
No, I appreciate it. That was a great question. Thank you.
Thanks, Luke. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.